Hello students, welcome to Recitals in Depth by Vajiram and Ravi. In this video, we will be discussing about India mapping for the month of June 2024. India mapping is a unique exercise where we take a geographical location of India appeared in the news for any particular reason and we study it through the lens of geography. The first article that we will be taking is about visit of Bangladeshi Prime Minister Madam Sheikh Hasina to India, discussed on page number 17. Right? In the article, there has been a reference of Teesta River and India-Bangladesh relationship is being discussed with Teesta River all the time period. This is one of the important point to discuss, which has a source for contestation and also as a potential for transboundary cooperation. Right? We'll discuss about Teesta River, its tributaries and also the dispute for the geography point of view. We start with respect to the source of the river. The source of the river comes from northern part of Sikkim. The lake is called as Cholamu Lake. There is a different spell for the lake as well, right? So Lamo Lake. The lake is being present near to Pahundri Glacier. The lake is present near to Pahundri Glacier. These are two important points from the lake's source of origin. Apart from that, coming back to the river flows in the states of Sikkim, West Bengal. River flows in the state of Sikkim, West Bengal, and then into Bangladesh. The river is a major source of water for drinking purposes, irrigation, agriculture, and hydroelectric power. Major source of water for irrigation, drinking purposes, agriculture and hydroelectric power. I've copied. The river, in the river Teesta in Sikkim, we also have Teesta HEP project. Teesta hydroelectric project is also being present in Sikkim. Major tributaries, Rangit. Rangit is a major important tributary of river Teesta, which has been asked in UPSC prelim couple of years before with respect to Rangit being the tributary of Teesta. That was a simple statement that has been given. The second major tributary is Rangpo. So two important tributaries, Rangit and Rangpo. Rangpo is present within Sikkim regions. This is Rangpo, and Rangit again Sikkim and also flows into the areas of Sikkim and slightly into West Bengal regions. These major tributaries. Apart from that, the river Teesta has also been in news last year because of glacial lake outburst flood. In October 2023, there has been a glacial lake outburst flood happened on the lake Lonak Lake. Lonak Lake as a glacial lake outburst that occurred in the regions, which also largely affect Teesta, the Teesta project number 3, and it has been a huge devastation in the regions of Sikkim and people have been largely affected. Coming into the context of the article, which is India-Bangladesh. Bangladesh, especially during the times of dry seasons, depends on Teesta for agriculture and industrial development, electric power, whereas similarly the state of West Bengal takes a major source of water from Teesta as well. So it creates a point of discussion between India and Bangladesh because the same river provides livelihood, agriculture, hydroelectric power and industrial development to the state of West Bengal and also to the country of Bangladesh. That's why it's been in discussions, and it has been with respect to periodically multiple years, and multiple rounds of talks has also been happened. More about it, your international relations faculty will discuss about it. The mouth of Teesta is Brahmaputra. In Bangladesh, the river Brahmaputra is called as Jamuna, and the mouth of Teesta is in Bangladesh. Couple of years before, on the map-based preliminary questions, the statement said Teesta and Bangladesh as Teesta and Brahmaputra as the same source of origin, which is wrong because Teesta will be taking place in northern Sikkim, Cholamo Lake, whereas Brahmaputra will be coming from Tibet regions near Mansarovar. So source of origin is different. Second, it will say that both as the same mouth, whereas Brahmaputra has the mouth in Bay of Bengal. Teesta is the tributary of Brahmaputra. So the second statement is also wrong. The another statement said Rangit is the major tributary of Teesta, which will be true, right? This is how these map discussions will be much more helpful when it comes on the preliminary examination, right? Moving on to second topic. The topic was on Vadhavan Port, located in page number 57. Vadhavan Port is a proposed port. It's a greenfield project. When we say greenfield, it's altogether a new project that comes, right? It's a deep port. More importantly, this is a major port. So with Vadhavan Port, the major port number of India will move from 12 major ports to 13. Vadhavan Port will become the 13th major. Vadhavan Port will become the 13th major port when it gets into the. Done. This has been located in Maharashtra, in Palghar district. See the importance of this port, apart from greenfield major port, there are other importance. This will make Maharashtra having 3 major ports. Maharashtra will get 3 major ports now. Prior to Vadhavan, or till completion of Vadhavan, Tamil Nadu is the only state with 3 major ports. Post completion of Vadhavan, Maharashtra will also be the state with 3 major ports. Right? So why it has been required and all those things. See, the 2 major industrialized states in the west coast of India is Gujarat and Maharashtra. West coast. These 2 are highly industrialized. In such a case, I do require more amount of port facilities, more amount of transport facilities to export and import the raw materials, export and import the finished good, right? So this will help export and import. This will also reduce pressure on Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust and Mumbai Port, the 2 existing major ports of Maharashtra, will also ease the pressure on Gujarat and also help the Gujarat regions, right? Apart from that, we do have projects like Sagarmala project. This will strengthen Sagarmala project. So this can be used in mains with respect to the points, right? And if you look into India, India will have 2 kinds of port systems. One will be major port, another will be minor port. Till now, we do have 12 major port and 200 plus minor ports will be there, right? If you look into major port, specifically, major ports are controlled or administered by the government of India, whereas minor ports have been done with respect to states or private models. But there has been one exception in the past. Out of the 12 major ports, out of the 12 major ports, we do have one major port which is under the model of PPP, which is also a preliminary question couple of years before, which is Kamarajar Port, also called as Ennur Port, which is being operated on the public-private partnership model. Right? The proposed port now, the 13th proposed port, works on the landlord port model. 13th proposed port works on the landlord port model, whereas the land of the port will be owned and by the government and also will be regulated by the government. So ownership and regulation will be done by government. Ownership, it will be publicly governed and ownership will be there, whereas operations will be done by private, especially cargo handling. If you ask me what is the kind of operations, cargo handling will be done by private, whereas ownership and regulatory authority will be done by the government. So the 13th proposed port as a new model called landlord port model. Just a quick reference with respect to all the 12 ports we have. We have Deen Dayal Port in Gujarat, Mumbai Port and JNPT Port in Maharashtra, Mamagova in Goa, New Mangaluru in Karnataka, Cochin in Kerala, 3 major ports in Tamil Nadu, Ennur Port, Chennai Port West, and VOC Chidambaram, Thoothukudi Port, Visakhapatnam Vizag Port, Paradeep and Kolkata Port. These are the major ports. Till now, we have only one state as a quick reference revision. Tamil Nadu has the 3 major ports. Now, when it gets completed, both Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra will have 3 major ports in India. And we do have 200 plus minor ports that will be discussed specifically each and every time and something comes in news. For example, like Kollam Port. It's been in news and article is available on page number 89. Kollam Port has the significance of being an ancient port located in the west coast of India, in the state of Kerala, very closer towards Thiruvananthapuram, right? Geographically speaking, the Kollam Port is present near to Astamudi Lake, and it's also a minor port of Kerala, especially engaged in trading of spices. Minor port of Kerala, engaged in trading of spices. Very importantly, cashew, tourism and fishing. Ancient port near to the Astamudi Lake. Cashew processing and fishing is the major economic activity, right? Moving on to the next topic, which is with respect to Bihar, right? Bihar got 2 more Ramsar wetland tags. With that, it moved on to number of 82 Ramsar wetland sites in India, and more is being proposed as well, right? Hopefully we'll be discussing about that in upcoming months whenever they get designated. Now, Nagi and Nakti wetlands. This Nagi and Nakti wetlands have been present in Jammu district of Bihar. Nagi and Nakti wetlands have been present in the Jammu district of Bihar. These are human-made wetlands. Seasonal wetlands. Because of its seasonal, why we call it a seasonal? They are rain-fed. They are not glacier-fed. They are rain-fed. So whenever rainfall is there, there is a huge amount of source of water coming during the times of monsoon or other rainy seasons. Whereas summer time period, it's been dry. So rain-fed and depends on surface flow, right? Nagi and Nakti wetlands. Apart from that, these are not present in the same regions, but these are interconnected wetlands, present closer to one another, interconnected wetlands. They got the Ramsar tag as well. Apart from that, we do have Nagi and Nakti Bird Sanctuary, associated news. Nagi and Nakti Bird Sanctuary. This bird sanctuary is located in Nagi Dam, Nakti Dam, which were built on Nagi River and Nakti River. I'm not speaking about wetland, I'm speaking about the bird sanctuary, to be very specific. The bird sanctuary is been present in the Nagi Dam and Nakti Dam, which is built on the Nagi River and Nakti River. The rivers are tributaries of Koyal River, tributary of river Koyal, tributary of river Koyal. Hope it's been completed. Moving on to the next topic, whereas there has been a recognition of World Craft City has been provided with respect to Srinagar, right? So we'll look into all the 4 World Craft Cities and we'll look into the geography of it. For example, Jaipur will have blue pottery. Srinagar has large number of handicrafts like paper mache and shawls. We do have Mahabalipuram and Mysore. Mysore will silk, Mysore with sandal soaps, all those things. Srinagar in the Kashmir Valley. The Kashmir Valley is being associated with geographical features that goes on with respect to river Jhelum flows in Kashmir Valley. We do have Kharewas, alluvial deposits of river Jhelum. It's present in the Kashmir Valley regions. We do also have saffron cultivation in Kharewas regions because of river Jhelum. Apart from that, Kashmir Valley is also being filled with popular lakes and tourist destination, something like Dal Lake, Ular Lake. Hope completed. Moving on to the next location. With respect to Jaipur, in the eastern side of Rajasthan, historical city, known for blue pottery. Eastern side of Rajasthan, historical city and known for blue pottery. Moving on to Mysore. Again, historical city. Again, historical city. Mysore Palace is an attraction or tourist destination. Then, in Karnataka, apart from Bengaluru, Mysuru is getting more industrialized and more urbanized and development has been there. So, more urbanized in Karnataka after Bengaluru. Development after Bengaluru regions in terms of industrial development, software industries, service sector. Tourism also attracts a large amount of destinations. Mysuru is known for Mysuru silk, Mysuru sandals, sandal as in sandalwood based products, sandal agarbattis, sandalwood soaps, a large amount of materials. Craft has been coming from. Moving on to Mahabalipuram. The place Mahabalipuram is also called as Mallapuram. In most of your history text, you will be able to see the word Mallapuram, whereas the place has been now currently called with the term Mahabalipuram. Do not confuse Mamallapuram with Mallapuram of Kerala. These are two different places. Mamallapuram is Tamil Nadu, Mallapuram is Kerala, right? Mamallapuram has been known again for its historical association, UNESCO heritage site as Shore Temple, built during the times of Pallava kings. Single monolithic rock structures have been present. Moving on to the next topic is about Kozhikode regions, which is again present in the state of Kerala. So Kozhikode with respect to western coast of India. Kozhikode with respect to western coast of India. Kozhikode is also called by Calicut, has been in history for the reference of 1498 entry of Vasco da Gama into the regions, and Kozhikode or Calicut is being prominently known from the history for its port city. One, the city is also called as City of Spices because of its large black pepper, very importantly black pepper. Export of spices takes place from the city of Kozhikode, so it is called as City of Spices with respect to it. Hope it's been done. Moving to the next topic, Nalanda. Nalanda is being located in the Mahad region of Bihar. Mahad region is known for its cultural significance and intellectual significance. The university has been built in the 5th century AD time periods, and this university has got the patronage from Gupta dynasty and Harsha kings. There has been reference of scholars from Tibet, China, Korea, Southeast Asia coming to India, have been studying in Nalanda University, right? And Nalanda has also got UNESCO heritage site in the tag in the year 2016. More importantly, Nalanda is known for Buddhist learning and associated with Mahayana Buddhism. Moving on to the last discussion topic for the day, where we will be discussing about national places in news, one after the other. We'll start with respect to Kumaon Himalayas. Looking into geography of Kumaon Himalayas, the Himalayan region which is present between the rivers of Sutlej and river Kali. River Sutlej, river Kali will be called by the word Kumaon Himalayas, largely present in the areas of the state of Uttarakhand regions. Second, Lipu Lake Pass. Lipu Lake Pass connects India with Tibet. This Lipu Lake has been discussed in the last month in mapping classes, specifically related to India-Nepal relationships. So again, as a reference, Lipu Lake Pass connects India and Nepal. Nammeri Tiger Reserve. Nammeri Tiger Reserve is present in Assam, much on the closer towards the borders of Arunachal Pradesh, one of the important tiger reserves of northeastern part of India. Subanshree Lower Hydroelectric Project. Subanshree flows in the regions of Tibet, Arunachal Pradesh and Assam. The river flows in these three regions. Subanshree is a tributary of Brahmaputra, an important river, especially in terms of providing source for water, agriculture, and has a huge potential for hydroelectric power. Moving on to the next, Olangappar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary. In India, let's move a bit above. If you speak in terms of environment, we do have apes. Apes have been categorized into great apes and lesser apes. Within great apes, there are 4 major apes will be there. We'll have orangutans, we'll have chimpanzees, we will have gorillas, we'll have bonobos, right? Apart from them, there are lesser apes as well. Within lesser apes, we do have multiple apes, and India has only one ape naturally distributed in the country, right? That one naturally distributed ape is called as Olang gibbon. This Olang gibbon is being conserved in Olangappar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary in the state of Assam. Olang gibbon has been conserved in the state of Olangappar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary. In the Recitals magazines, you will be able to see the reference of the Northeastern Frontier Railway building bridges and rope structures for the gibbons to move from Olang gibbons to move from one end to other, which is being separated by the railway track. Let me give a reference towards it, why it has been done. Olangappar Gibbon Wildlife Sanctuary is one of the prominent places where Olang gibbon has been present in India. There has been a railway track running in the wildlife sanctuary which bifurcates the regions. And being an Olang gibbon, the animal is being an arboreal animal. What do you mean by arboreal? The animal moves from one part of the tree to another part of the tree. It does not locomote on the land largely. It moves on the tree regions. So most of your apes and monkeys, you will be able to see the hind legs will be long, whereas front legs will be long and the back legs will be short. That is because they use these front legs for locomotion. The locomotion is called by a term called as brachiation. They move from branches to branches, brachiation, because of which their legs have been front legs have been much longer. Now, when the railway track has been laid, this not just only bifurcated the habitat, also cut for a particular amount of distance. The forest has been cut, railway track has been laid. So now the animals in the forest are not being able to move from one region to another region. So this has been a conservationist cry for a longer time period, where if you are doing bifurcation, if you are doing habitat fragmentation, this will also do inbreeding and affect the population to a greater extent. So now Northeastern Frontier Railway has been building the hanging bridges at the top so that the animal will be able to move from one to another. Inbreeding does not take place and it's a conservation measure. Right? Coming with respect to the next one, located in Madhya Pradesh regions, Veeragana Durgavati Tiger Reserve. It's a 7th tiger reserve. It's a 7th tiger reserve of Madhya Pradesh. 7th tiger reserve of Madhya Pradesh. The Veeragana Durgavati Tiger Reserve is being present in the associated regions of Nauradevi Wildlife Sanctuary, Nauradevi Wildlife Sanctuary and Durgavati Wildlife Sanctuary. This is the 7th tiger reserve of Madhya Pradesh. Right? Next, with respect to the western part, we will have Sharavati River. The Sharavati River is being present in Karnataka. Sharavati River, Karnataka. Most of the rivers in India will be east flowing rivers. Very few rivers will be west flowing rivers. Sharavati is one of the west flowing river, located in Western Ghats regions, and one of the tallest waterfalls of India, Jog Falls, is located in Sharavati and has high tourist attraction, right, for the waterfalls. Next, Mauzi village is being located in Goa, where the findings of Neolithic period has been found. So Mauzi village in Goa. Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary is being located in the borders of Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan in the Chambal River. Chambal River. We have a reservoir built on Gandhi Sagar. Gandhi Sagar as a reservoir is being built. They are in the borders of, they are in Madhya Pradesh near to Rajasthan. This is also a wildlife sanctuary. It's been in news for a prominent reason, where we do know Kunopalpur region of Madhya Pradesh has become the home for the reintroduced cheetahs, where Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary is being identified as the second home for the reintroduction of cheetahs. Again, see you in the next video with respect to geography and environment. Thank you.